Shalom, Royal Family. The class you are about to hear is taught by the Honorable Yahweh Ben Yahweh many years ago. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Visit us at www.yahweh144000.com. Also, Royal Family, you can enroll in classes designed for the Godhead at www.universityofyahweh.org. Enjoy.
Oh, I make my point well to logical people. And of course, if you're illogical and can't see the logic in what I present, then we are beyond you right now. Someone may be able to break what I'm saying down to you one day, and even you'll get it. Right now, I must hurry on and continue with knowledge about the Feast of Weeks. Here in Deuteronomy 16:12, we see we lost our memory. And yet we've been in slavery twice already. And we'll tell you quick right now, let's forget the past and start with now. The only people in the public schools that says, let's forget the past, is 60 million so-called black folk in America. But one group have you remembering tacos. Another group have you remembering pizza. Huh? Another group have you remembering wooden shoes. Where wooden shoes come from? See, you know all about it. Another group of people have you putting on green, call it St. Patrick's Day. Another group of people teach you to believe in something that I haven't been able to understand yet. And that is a rabbit laying an egg. What is that? Rabbit? What? Easter? I mean, and the church celebrates rabbits laying eggs. And say rabbit eggs. How many have seen that called rabbit eggs? True or false? See, it's false. Rabbits don't lay eggs. You didn't know what I was saying. You wondered, is it true that goes on? I'll help you out. You so confused, you need a lot of help. But you don't know your own. See, I can make certain statements and images come to your mind. And those images are not real. False face. See, just like that. Halloween. Mardi Gras. You think New Orleans. You don't think too much about Lent and where it come from. That it comes from Christianity, Catholics, a whole bunch of false stuff. You just want to get there. Your dream is to get to New Orleans, Mardi Gras, put on some false face, and let your wickedness all hang out. You heard everything goes. And you want to get to where everything goes. Huh? And you want to get to see how everything goes when everything goes. Oh, yes, you know something about everybody's thing but your own. And you come back to America and you say the reason you are mistreated is because you're black. And the reason you're held down is because you're black. It's not the reason. The Japanese are darker than a lot of us in here. And they bought up half of America. Koreans are darker than most of us in here. And they buying up chunks of America. They just got here. The Japanese were bombed into nothing 48 years ago and now own the 10 largest banks in the world. You've been here 435 years. Still moaning and groaning. Handout begging. Like a baby being weaned from his mother. Don't want to get up and go. Want mama to feed you. You want other nations to give you jobs. In 1990, May 1990, fussing and hollering and raising hell right now for other people to hire you. Other people come to America with nothing and work together, live together, save together, and just take chunks of America, establish an economy among themselves, and we still sit around moaning. And because I have the nerve to raise a few of you up and do for you what all other nations come to this country and do for themselves, I am being attacked by the United States government to stop me from showing you and teaching you and producing for you a model of excellence, independence, and self-sufficiency, while the masses of my people sit around and act like they're blind, deaf, and dumb, and ignorant about what I'm doing, right in their midst, not setting forth a good example, but the absolute best example. And watch on the sideline while your enemy tries to destroy me. I'll never sit down or lay down and let him do it. He's in for one hell of a fight. I'm qualified to give it to him. Praise Yahweh. Feast of Weeks is about you remembering, coming in the knowledge to remember. America belongs to you. America is New Jerusalem. The kingdom of heaven is being established in America. And the wicked in high places are in opposition to me setting up the kingdom of peace. So the wicked only have one chance, and that is to continue to divide. You against yourself, one group against another group, one color against another color. And as long as people believe that garbage, then the wicked can rule. But the moment we give up that fractionalized thinking, the wicked will be on the run. I represent putting the wicked on the run. Yes, sir. All good people will not only hear my message, but receive it and live it. And that's my challenge to the good people of the world. But my enemy never writes and prints and publishes what I teach. All the articles he writes in reference to me or my followers is always negative. He writes of us, but he never writes what I teach. That's not his job to write and publish what I teach. That's my job. I'm on it. I'm on my job. He's on his. My enemies ask me, do you have any white followers? I say, yes. I have Japanese, Chinese, Mexican, Hispanic, all the islands, and even Africa, and nations of the world live and sleep with me. I change their beds and I cook their food, and all of my disciples who work serve them, reflecting my love to the people of the world. And people from Europe and Canada leave Yahweh hotels with tears flowing down their faces, don't want to return to their countries because of the love I share with them. So it won't make any difference what the enemy writes about me, because he has written evil of me at the height of our season. And when the people who have filled our hotels 100% to capacity read the evil, wicked filth from devils within the media, they reject every bit of it. They get angry. They want to write and call the press, and they make statements. How can they say that about you when I'm experiencing the most wonderful and sweet and loving people on earth? I will be back, and I'll be telling all my friends to come back. And they do. Our enemies try to cut the world off from my love, because they know the world is looking for love, my love, not just a love, my love. The enemy has taught the people of the world lust is love. No. See, lust is not love. Lust is lust, and love is love. You can satisfy your lust and don't like the person you shared it with. You were fussing, and lust rolls up. You took care of that. A minute or two later, you fussing again. That's the nature of lust. But see, love is different. Love endures all things. Love understands all things. Love is patient. And love is kind. Love is just understanding. When nobody understands you, love understands you. Love will help you when you're down. It'll help you up. Huh? Love will make you happy when you're feeling low. Oh, love is just a wonderful, ethereal, celestial feeling that doesn't go away. It just goes on and on and on. I'm talking about true love. You are looking at pure love. That's what I am, pure love. And the only people that can be upset with me are people full of hate. Because I practice love. Oh, yes, I do. And it's disturbing, but love only disturbs those full of hate. You who are looking for love are happy to meet me. I'm the most beautiful in existence. Love does not know age. I said love is ageless. Love doesn't get old. Love is at birth. Love still is at 1,000 years later. Love is just endless. I'm building the kingdom of love. That's the kind of kingdom I'm building. And that's what you have to remember. That's the memory you must get back. That's what these statues will do for you. Brings you eternal love. You can know love always. You don't ever have to be unhappy. Love conquers all. Whatever's going on, love can conquer it. If you haven't conquered your problems, you need a new course in love. And you need to learn to make A's in my courses of love. I teach love. I practice love. Sweet love. Love, sweet love. See, just look at you. Love, just touch. When I talk about love, it puts a smile on your face. Check yourself out. Look at everybody. There's something about love. Just talking about it makes you feel good. Everybody with sense is looking for love. Yeah, everybody with sense. Animals enjoy love. It's a wonderful thing to love each other. But you know where love begins? With yourself. Why do we not cooperate together as a people? It's because the love of ourselves has been destroyed. We hate our hair. Yeah, we hate our own hair. We treat it real bad. We treat our hair bad. I mean, we just cut it all up strange kind of ways. Don't we? I mean, our poor hair, if it could talk to you, it would tell you, please don't do this to me. Please. Have mercy. Don't have me out here looking like this before the world. We hate our hair so bad. You take this and you take that. We scrape it and we cut it and claw it and squeeze it and cook it and fry it and dye it and hang it. I mean, we just do all kind of stuff to our poor hair. And it always tries to get back home. I mean, it works hard just to try to get back where it was. And you just hate it so bad, you just spend a fortune trying to keep it from going back home. People get rich from your hatred of your own hair. They get rich. Isn't that something? From your hatred of yourself, people get rich. Isn't that something? You should love your hair. Well, see, God didn't know what he was doing when he gave me this bad stuff. I told you when you met me this evening, you think bad about yourself. Why do you think like that about yourself? You have beautiful hair. When you were born, everybody kissed you. They didn't complain about your hair. When our babies are born, we kiss them and love them. Don't we love them? You don't tell your baby, I hate your hair. You just hold your baby, squeeze your baby, keep your and the baby grow up thinking for a while you love him until you start beating him up. Start beating your kid half to death. We need our memory restored. Exodus chapter 34, verse 22. Read.
And thou shalt observe the Feast of Weeks, of the first fruits of the wheat harvest, and the Feast of Ingathering at the year's end.
Our memory is so bad, we don't know when the year ends. That means we don't know when the year begins, because we've lost our memory. What did the public schools teach you is the first of the year? Why do you believe that? Anyway, they give you an examination, a test in lies. January is a lie. What season does January fall in? Can you imagine life starting under 1,000 foot of ice? Since when could life start in the middle of winter? January is the middle of winter. Winter is December, January, February. The trees died. The bears are hibernating. The birds, all of them, flew south that had any sense. The whales and the seals went south. Only thing hang out in the winter are the polar bears. No flowers, no plants, no life takes place in the middle of winter. Life logically starts when? Spring. That's when everything buds, smells good, and grows. So why did you accept such an illogical preposition and proposition as January being the first of the year? That proves what I told you earlier. You've been made into an illogical people. Your enemies changed the calendar from the truth into a lie just to have you dead. Your brain is frozen in the middle of winter. No wonder you can't begin to do anything for yourself. In order for you to start prospering and being successful, you have to come into the knowledge of your new year and start celebrating your own new year, and with that celebration comes success and prosperity, and it culminates in a feast of weeks and a feast of harvest for you, which we're celebrating now. But without this, you are just a deadhead, so-called black, so-called Negro, so-called colored, so-called African American, who is unable to begin to have your own school, curriculum designed by you. You can't begin to write books that will make your children the equal to or superior to others. You can't begin to control your own school system and your own children. You can't begin to judge yourselves, because you celebrate the beginning in the middle of winter. Which means you are not obeying the Creator. The Creator set in motion the beginning to take place when life springs forth to produce food for your nourishment. So if you didn't know anything, you should have enough sense to know. Just common sense should have told you that the first of the year has to take place at the first of spring. You don't plant in January. You'd look like a fool before the world with a plow in your hand in the middle of a snowstorm. It's hailing and an ice storm. You look like a jackass out talking about, I'm going and plow up my field, plant my wheat and corn and barley, and it's snowing on you. I told you when you met me tonight. You've been brainwashed. Because your enemies knew that your Savior would come to you with logic. Your enemy programmed your mind to be backwards and reversed and to be illogical and to accept that which is illogical. You have to admit it's illogical for January to be the beginning of the year. You went to school and you know everybody's culture, but you don't know when this calendar that is used today began. It had a beginning. Folks, it had a beginning. How many of you studied before you met me when this calendar started? No hands. For the benefit of you who listen to the sound of my voice now as you ride down the highway or in the comfort of your home, no hands in this auditorium ever studied and questioned, when did this calendar begin? It's an illogical system to say this is 1990. That's illogical. Time did not begin 1990 years ago. History is not 1,990 years old. They say this is AD, after the death of a person. Then they tell you there was 3,000 years BC and 5,000 years before. Really? Isn't it illogical for time to start at vegetarian or Octodecillion or Novemdecillion? Or a trillion? It just started at a trillion. I mean, you had to just know and be able to count from birth. Trillion and then come down to one? I mean, you come backwards to zero? Isn't that illogical? Then why have you accepted it? Why didn't you tell the teachers in your school, all of you all a bunch of damn fools, to sit up here and think I'm getting ready to accept this and put on my paper 19 anything? Principal, teachers, you all a bunch of damn fools. You crazy as hell to think I'm finna put on my paper 1970. You didn't challenge it because you were brainwashed to just accept a lie without thought. I make people uncomfortable.
Greetings, Royal Family. Let's talk about the most prestigious private university in the universe, the University of Yahweh. It is here where students, parents, adults, and teachers study the divine mind of Yahweh Ben Yahweh, thus elevating them to contemplate and understand the loftier concepts and principles, enabling their minds to focus and think on an extraterrestrial level. This intellectual ability and unique set of skills supersede all base, mundane, and terrestrial thinking, thus allowing one's minds to open up and flourish with an overwhelming abundance of creative ideas and loftier concepts, making life and living more enjoyable. The University of Yahweh is woven deep within the fabric of the moral principles of truth, honesty, integrity, true holiness, righteousness, ethics, and justice for all. The University of Yahweh is designed for the Godhead, and this includes students, parents, adults, and the Godhead. In the University of Yahweh, the online platform, you gain a structured format to the approach of the divine mind of Yud-Heh-Wav-Heh Yahweh. We welcome you to visit our website at www.universityofyahweh.org. This platform is specifically designed for the Godhead and the Godhead family. The 144,000 chosen to rule in righteousness. We look forward to working with you as we prepare for rulership in righteousness. Praise Yud-Heh-Wav-Heh. Praise Yud-Heh-Wav-Heh. Beit Nun Sophie Yud-Heh-Wav-Heh. Shalom, Royal Family.